The Korean government schedules mandatory sex nights for its citizens. Businesses are legally forbidden from banning screaming children. Police squads spend their days hunting for hidden cameras in public toilets with special detection equipment. Plastic surgeons are required by law to film themselves operating on you, and yes, you get a copy of the DVD like it's your wedding video. And if you get too much plastic surgery, the government will literally issue you a certificate to prove you're still the same person. I'm not describing some dystopian Netflix series. These are actual solutions South Korea has implemented. And trust me, these solutions will only get darker and darker. It is August 2025, and you're watching WiWiPEDIA, where I present facts with the confidence of someone who definitely didn't just Google this 5 minutes ago. So remember when I said businesses are legally forbidden from banning screaming children? Well, that's because they kept trying to ban them everywhere. South Korea has developed what I can only describe as an allergic reaction to anyone who can't tie their own shoes yet. Picture this. You walk into a cafe with your adorable 5-year-old, and the owner looks at your child like they just brought in a live grenade. Sorry, no kids allowed. These aren't bars or casinos. These are cafes. Places that literally sell sugar and caffeine, aka kid fuel. The no kid zones started popping up faster than my excuses for why I still live with my parents. But here's where it gets beautifully stupid though. Some cinemas started offering no kids screenings of, kids movies. That's right, they're literally banning children from watching Frozen so adults can ugly cry to let it go without judgment. But here's the thing, Korea's banning kids from cafes while simultaneously running out of kids to ban. It's like declaring war on unicorns. South Korea currently holds the world record nobody wants, the lowest birth rate on Earth. Champion of not making babies. We're talking 0.78 babies per woman. That's not even one whole baby. Schools are literally running out of students. Some rural schools have more teachers than kids. In 2022, fewer than 250,000 babies were born in the entire country. That's in a nation of 52 million people. For perspective, that's like if New York City only had 37 babies that year. So what's the government's master plan? They invented something called Family Day. Once a month, offices turn off the lights at 6 p.m. and basically tell everyone, go home and reproduce. Speaking of populations that need to grow, subscribe to help me reach 10 million subscribers. Technically, we are almost there. And unlike South Korea's birth rate, my subscriber count can only go up. But let's say miraculously Family Day actually works. A couple makes a baby, that baby survives the no kids zones, grows up in an empty school, and finally graduates. She comes home the next day excited to see what graduation gift her loving parents got her. Is it a car? A watch? A nice laptop? No. It's a nose job. Yes, that's a thing in South Korea. Congratulations on your degree, sweetie. Now let's fix your face. South Korea isn't just interested in plastic surgery, they're obsessed. They're the undisputed plastic surgery capital of the world. A third of women in Seoul under 30 have gone under the knife. That's not a statistic, that's an epidemic of face changing. It's so common that banks offer plastic surgery loans because apparently you can finance your face like it's a Toyota Corolla. They treat it like an investment. Sure, the interest rate is high, but think of the return on investment on these cheekbones. It got so out of hand that Chinese tourists would get such extreme makeovers that passport control literally couldn't recognize them. These women had to carry certificates from their surgeons, actual paperwork that basically said, I swear this is the same human, we just rearranged everything. There was that viral Miss Korea pageant where all the contestants looked suspiciously identical. Like copy-paste identical. The internet went detective mode, trying to figure out if there was one surgeon in Seoul with a beauty template who just kept hitting print. But hey, that's not all. I told you this would keep getting darker and darker, and we're about to go from weird to actual horror movie. Have you ever heard of ghost surgery? No, it's not when a ghost performs your operation, though honestly that might be safer. Ghost surgery is when you pay for a famous surgeon, but once you're unconscious, they peace out and let their intern or sometimes just some random guy with a YouTube tutorial. People have literally died from this, which is why, and I cannot believe this is a real sentence, South Korea became the first country to mandate CCTV cameras in operating rooms. You can literally request the footage afterward, like, "Hey doc, can I get a copy of my nose job? I want to make sure it was actually you and not your nephew," with steady hands. So our hypothetical Korean girl survived the no-kids zones, got her graduation nose job, didn't die from ghost surgery, and she's ready to start dating, except, she's about to walk into a gender war that makes Twitter arguments look like peaceful meditation. Welcome to the 4B movement, and no, that's not a new K-pop group. The 4B stands for 4 Korean words that all mean no. No dating, no sex, no marriage, no childbirth. These women didn't just delete Tinder, they deleted the entire concept of men from their lives. Why would thousands of women collectively rage quit relationships? They're pointing at everything. The beauty standards that require surgery to meet, wage gaps wider than my parents' disappointment in my career choices, and the spy cam epidemic that we will talk about very shortly. Meanwhile, Korean men are furious. They're convinced this is all a conspiracy against them. They've gotten so paranoid that when a convenience store showed a woman holding a sausage with 2 fingers, they claimed it was a secret feminist symbol, mocking their proportions. The company actually apologized for a sausage being held by human fingers. The men argue they have it tough too. They serve 18 months of mandatory military service while women don't. Though here's a fun fact. Due to those birth rates we talked about, plus being technically still at war with North Korea, they're running so low on soldiers that they're actually considering conscripting women too. Congratulations, equality achieved. Everyone gets trauma, but the women's side always comes back to one thing: the harassment and endless scandals, which brings us to the darkest chapter yet. Introducing the word mocha, literally secret camera, is now so common in Korea they had to add it to the dictionary. This is about the day police got a tip about some suspicious internet activity. What they found would make your skin crawl. Picture this: you check into a motel for a romantic weekend. You dim the lights, you get comfortable, and meanwhile, 1,600 people are watching you live on the internet with popcorn. And that's exactly what happened. Some psychopaths had installed hidden cameras in 42 motel rooms across the country and were running a subscription service. Netflix for perverts. People were literally paying monthly fees to watch strangers' most intimate moments like it's a reality show nobody auditioned for. But here's where it gets worse. And yes, it gets worse. Once they caught these guys, women across Korea started looking closer at their surroundings. And they found cameras everywhere. Inside toilet screws, behind mirrors, in shower heads, in phone charging ports, in smoke detectors. These things were smaller than rice grains. Women couldn't even pee in peace without wondering if someone was broadcasting it to the dark web. The breaking point came in 2018. Tens of thousands of women flooded the streets screaming, "My life is not your corn." Sorry, YouTube doesn't like that word, and neither do my parents who still watch my videos. The government finally went, okay, this is insane, and deployed actual squads of inspectors whose entire job is to sweep public bathrooms daily for hidden cameras. Imagine that job title on LinkedIn, Professional Bathroom Camera Hunter. But honestly, after everything we've covered, I still think banning kids from cafes is the weirdest part. I mean, look how cute they are. Give this video a like if you think babies deserve cappuccinos too, or at least the right to exist near them. And subscribe to help me afford moving to South Korea and help with their low birth rates. My parents will be so proud, or horrified, probably both.